Hey guys, I'm a huge fan of Halo, and some pretty big news dropped about Halo, so I really want to check out with you guys. Welcome in. That ocean looks incredible, actually. Echo 419.
According to the data,
that water is beautiful. Look at the ring. I think they. I think they did a great job with this, honestly. I think they did a really good job with this.
The ring has some kind of deep religious significance. They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
Like so
what
far,
sort
anyways.
of weapon is it?
One with unimaginable
There's a few
power.
weird things, but you know, we'll figure it out. Oh man. Oh man.
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
I think they did a great job with the armor too. The AR looks great. I think the Jackals, I think the Covenant all look wonderful. I think they look great. I think the Covenant look great. Like the, there were some people that brought up how they're kind of like the newer models for the, you know, for the elites and runs and such. I think they still look really good though. I think they look fantastic. That is okay. Yeah, that is a little weird with the Needler there. The Needler having like two ways to see the ammo is a little strange, but honestly, it's not like a deal breaker or anything at all. Oh my god, the Warthog looks. Oh my god, the Warthog looks great. The trails and even the sound looks amazing. The beach looks amazing. The AI is just as stupid as you want them to be.
Fight. The cartographer must be here.
Lock and roll, rock and roll.
Give them hell, Chief.
Okay, so this is some gameplay footage that they released. The sound design seems pretty good so far. But yeah, like I said, I did lose a bit of the great tone that it used to have, so hopefully they never lost that kind of horror aspect of the game.
The Covenant believe that what
there is sprint apparently, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not really big on that. But I mean, like, we still have the first game and we still have Comet Evolved and the remastered that we can play, but I do think having the sprint could potentially change the atmosphere of the game though. It could change the mood.
The cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
It does look very pretty though. This looks beautiful. The Pelicans look great. The Covenant dropships look... it looks like what I imagined when I was a kid, you know? It's definitely bright though. It's definitely bright and poppy, so I could see why some people would maybe be upset about that, but I think the Solar Cartographer was always meant to be kind of like a brighter space. It was meant to be like a brighter moment before you meet the Flood.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out swinging.
Echo 419 looking good. Also, I love how so I don't know if they actually I think that was a new cutscene right there actually with Echo 419. I don't think they actually now correct me if I'm wrong if this is accurate. I'm pretty sure this is Echo 419. I don't think they actually that's actually a cool change that that I'm 100% for. You know, like growing more of a connection to Echo 419. Like knowing the story later, I think is incredible. That's an incredible idea. I mean, maybe we did connect more with them in Comet Evolved. It's been a little bit since I played it. Honestly, I think the Magnum looks pretty good. I don't have any issue with the Magnum. The blood looks pretty, the blood splatter looks good. I do think correct me if I'm wrong. I think they changed. Did they change these a little bit? No, maybe not. Maybe not. Because like I might be thinking of the Halo 2 like weapon crates. Or am I? No, were those changed a little bit? My memory's a little hazy here. backdrop is amazing. I wonder if those clouds are moving at all. It would be amazing if those clouds actually had like wind physics, like they're moving with the wind. Like honestly, I don't see. That is kind of cool. Actually, the fact that we reload the pistol, when we reload the pistol, if it's empty, you'll probably see it be empty. Like when they reload it, that there won't be a like a bullet in there. You see how there was like a those little details are pretty cool. So there is sprint in the game. I don't know how I particularly feel about the sprint. Not sure if I'm huge on that. But honestly, like it does. This game does look really cool in my opinion. So let's see. So like when I swap back. Yeah, you see that? That's pretty cool. So I feel like that'll be empty if it was actually empty, which is a nice little detail. I think there's a lot right that I think they're doing here.
Secure.
Now, I've been playing Halo for like 24 years now, right?
Somebody order a warthog.
Hey, I didn't know you made house calls for Hammer.
So
You know our motto. We deliver.
I do think keeping this bright before we get to the flood is actually great and could potentially make for a really great contrast. Where like early on it's mysterious, it's new, it's bright, it's exciting, but then the further you delve into it, the darker it gets, and then you find out the dark secret of what the ring's holding and release it, right?
Let's go find the map room. That will show us the location.
That
of
warthog
Halo's
looks
control
incredible,
center.
honestly. I think I've seen it before
I've been able
where
to pinpoint the main facility by
a Marine can actually get on the back of the warthog
cross-referencing Covenant
too.
survey
But I
data and religious
might have been
texts.
seeing things.
It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav point.
There is an interesting thing later where I'll talk about when I get there actually. This looks great. I mean, like. The Marines are I kind of like I would kind of actually enjoy the Marines still being a little stupid. You know, I would kind of enjoy the Marines still being a little, you know, the shooting walls and such. Oh, I love how the Warthog, the Gatling gun is actually like turning orange.
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility. They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they learn the location of the control center.
So, do they sprint at all in this reveal here? I don't know if they sprint at all in the reveal. There is a sprint. I did see videos of them sprinting through, which I could see why people would be upset about. But like, I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. Like, what do you guys think of it? Think of that? A great combo would be a great combo is to use a fully charged plasma pistol, then shoot in the face with the Magnum. So I love what they did that there actually.
My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside. Don't let them lock the
They
doors.
close it up. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I think I've already seen some things that I think are right. I think giving us more of a personalized connection with Echo 419 is awesome. I think that's going to make the story, especially for people that haven't played Combat Evolved yet. I actually think that's going to make it something really special for a lot of people, I think, and I think it's going to make the story more impactful.
I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Cortana to keys.
Go ahead.
I hope we see Cortana at some point before the game releases, because like keeping Cortana true to like the 1, 2, and 3 era of Cortana is something I really wish we see.
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our
I was not a
progress.
fan of how they were
Can't
designing
proceed
Cortana
unless
for the
you
recent
disable this
games.
installation security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center.
Captain Keys. Oh my gosh.
Keys in.
Oh
Let's move down
man.
the beach. Keep an eye out for any unusual structures that could house the security system.
Look at the subtle dust. So as the ocean pushes in and the wind kind of comes into land, you can see the dust kind of coming in, I think. Sometimes. I might have been, maybe that was something else there, but
Looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
so I remember at this part actually. So you never actually used to be able to get the Warthog up here. Yeah, you never used to be able to, I mean, well, kind of. They made it really difficult for you to get the Warthog up here. There was ways to do it. I think the way that I used to do it is I used to like throw like a grenade, or I would just like try to ram it as fast as possible and then do a grenade or whatever. But yeah, so it was really hard to get the Warthog up here actually before. Okay, the hijacking's
Down, man. Triggers down.
yeah, so they actually made this area more open and accessible to get the Warthog up there, I think. I'm pretty sure it was made before to block the Warthog, so a little bit of a different of a design choice. But like, if you really tried, you were able to get the Warthog up here if you wanted, so. And I think guaranteed, legendary players for Comet Evolved probably got their Warthog up here. It's just way easier for the hunters. So interesting choice not to do the sprint in the yeah, interesting point to not sprint. So it looks like they're trying not to sprint. I guess maybe to give more of that original kind of vibe to the game. But I'm fairly certain there is sprint in the game. I do respect them trying to go for the original vibe though. Oh no, there's a sprint. Okay, so there's a bit of sprint. I'm not sure what to think about that, honestly. I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know if it's better or not to keep that. Hold. Okay, there's the classic dumb marine AI shooting at the wall because there is an alien behind it. Love it. Love to see it. Now that's classic.
Area secure.
Now that's classic right there. That's the true experience.
Firing.
Yeah, like, what do you guys think of like the lack of like gray tones? I mean, there was the design for the original game. There definitely was a lot more of a gray tone in this space. Like I said, I do think going for more of like a vibrant tone though is pretty. I think it works. I think it will work. I'm gonna stay open to it. I think it will work due to where the story goes. Like, thinking about it like big picture, I think it'll work. And it is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Smell one, tossing one.
This has to be the best looking Halo I've ever seen. Like, bar none. I think the fidelity and the design is here. Like, I think the art direction and the fidelity is here. Personally, and that's just my personal opinion, right? But I mean, I've been playing Halo Comet Evolved since what, 2000, 2001? The year it released is when I first got into it, and I seen the entire industry change from this game. So this is one of those games. This is one of those games that you have to get right. You know, it's one of those. It was such a monumental and revolutionary game that everyone and their mother needs this to be done right. So I think there's going to be a lot more criticism for this as opposed to like something else. But it looks pretty good so far, honestly. The sound design's great. The cutscenes seem wonderful too. The voice acting
Use the
seems
holo
great.
panel to shut down the security system.
Look at that. I can't wait to see how they do the flood.
Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft.
Like, I think, like, honestly, I think it, I would love to see, so I loved Halo 1, 2, and 3. I mean, Reach was pretty good too. I wasn't huge on many games after that. I think the Infinite campaign was going back in the right direction, like where it should. They were going back to where they should have been with Infinite, with the campaign specifically. I'm not gonna comment on the multiplayer, but it was way too short. It was way too short, the campaign, and it should have had a lot more. It's too bad they scrapped like the expansions and DLC and whatnot, because it felt like they made the campaign and chopped it in half. Like it felt like it was like half of what it should have been. But I think the fact that they're actually going like ground roots and fully remaking, like actually remaking Combat Evolved, not just like a remaster. I think because they're remaking it, they're building up assets for what made the the original Halo what it was. This is what this game is what made this franchise what it was. And then Halo 2 and 3 really just made drove it into the ground, right? But the fact that they're remaking this is going to give the whole team an idea of like what Halo actually is. So as long as they don't inject as long as they don't inject their like ideas that just don't work with the franchise, I think this is a great idea. I think remaking this, and this is something that a few companies have done up to this point, where they remake like what made a particular series what it was, and then from that they kind of learned, okay, so this is why people love Halo. You know, like this is what makes Halo Halo. So I think like because they're remaking this, they're gonna move on to other games, and hopefully they'll be able to take the knowledge from this game, from remaking this game from the ground up, and think, oh, you know what? I actually kind of have an idea of what made Halo so great. And I think we might be able to get like an actual like really good future for Halo if they do it right. You know, and that's also why a lot of people are so passionate about it. And like that's why a lot of people are so like critical of it is this has to be done right. And I think a lot of people know that if this flops, if this doesn't do as good as it needs to do, Halo's like over. You know, and people have been saying that for years, like, oh, Halo's done, Halo's over. You know, like it's finished. This time, I think it's actually finished. If this doesn't do good, it's finished. There's no future. So if they can really nail in this remake and really learn what makes Halo Halo and get all those assets made for what made Halo what it was, I really think we could have a great future for Halo. And honestly, I implore people to be more critical. I want people to be more critical. I love it. Because the more of us talk up, the more of us give our opinions, or like the more of us come together and tell Halo Studios what's wrong, what's right. I think overall that will help build the canvas for the future of Halo, and maybe we can even get maybe Halo can actually become like what it used to be again. Which, you know, that's I doubt that, but
let's head back down the beach.
It's possible. I mean, that's what this kind of game is, you know. Like, this is so many people's childhood. Like, this one game made so many people's lives like so much better. Honestly, it was a revolutionary game in the industry, and it had such a big impact on people's personal lives. And I'm just so excited
Bravo
for it.
22
Honestly,
was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
Apparently they did add some. They did take some creative liberties, supposedly, where they added like some more missions like early on leading into it. So I think I think what they're doing is they're gonna be leading in from Reach. So we have Halo Reach, and I think they're adding in a little bit between Reach and Combat Evolved, and then we'll get back our original like missions, right? Like the Silent Cartographer, for example. We're gonna watch the round table of them talking about it later. So right here, so that Pelican crashed in the main game too, in the first game, and it had like a rocket launcher and a warthog and such. So that was pretty cool. I mean, I'm not crashing is cool, but they definitely are staying true to quite a bit of the original game, which I mean, obviously. But honestly, like I mean, we have Combat Evolved, you know, and we have the remaster for Combat Evolved. So it's like I feel like if they take the right creative liberties with the remake, I think it could really make for an incredible game. But as long as they don't do it incorrectly, you know, as long as there's like let's keep as long as there's like no politics and they really like stick to just making a great game and bringing back a game that was one of the most legendary games ever made. I mean, I'm rooting for it. So I think really like what they have to do with this game is they have to build it again in such a way that it revolutionizes the space again. It's a pretty tall order, but who knows? I mean, we'll see, I guess. But there's going to be a lot of new people getting into Halo for the first time with this. God, these cutscenes are so clean. So this is the round table of them. They discuss it a bit. So this is where they discuss the game a bit and the development in a round table sort of environment. The classic soundtrack is classic soundtrack has got me pretty. Oh my gosh. So I guess they're remastering all the original soundtracks and everything, huh?
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC,
so cool.
And for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year. To talk more about it, we've got Dan, Max, and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this. Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players, for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware.
Like I said, I think the main thing with this remake is the whole team. A lot of the team not really being familiar with Halo because you know they just rebuilt the studio basically. The whole team coming together and relearning what makes Halo Halo by actually redoing the entire job. So the voice acting, the structures, the characters, the music, all of it. They're remaking all of it from the ground up will give them an incredible idea of what Halo what Halo is. And if this can't save them, then nothing can, really.
Today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
Going back to the Halo ring again for the first time.
For the first time is really important. And for them to be surprised by new content and feel like excited again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
I'm curious
Well,
how you're going to
while.
focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, from
You see,
design.
you see how it has like a more gray tones there. Some people are upset about that, but I kind of like I see that argument. But honestly, like I said, I really think if done right, later on when the story gets darker and grittier after the mystery and the intrigue of all this like new stuff, like, and that's what it is, you know, like I think it's bright to really push that idea of like, okay, like this is a new environment, alien technology, there's so much mystery and intrigue, and it's so engaging. I want to like go in and have a look at it. It's all bright and colorful, and then it gets dark and gritty and spooky, and that's all. I think that's always what made Halo what it is. And I think if they're doing what I think they're doing, which I think they are, I think that's what they're doing, and I think it's intentional. I think they're making it bright and colorful and beautiful because they really want to make it like they really want to make it strike home when it changes. You know, they really want to nail in that contrast of so that it's very bright and then very dark. But the thing is, I think it's going to be very hard for them to nail in the horror aspect of this game, because this game, in my opinion, is a horror game. There is horror elements to this game, 100%. And if they nail that, I think the contrast of this being so bright and colorful is going to make it that much better. And like how they showed us Echo 419, you know, like how they're kind of humanizing Echo 419 and giving us more of a connection with her. I think I think like little things like that I think are really promising that some people might miss.
Don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, like, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across.
I hope they listen to people like that, and that actually gives me more confidence in the project.
You know, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless of which platform they're on. And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the.
So I don't believe this game had 4-player co-op when it first released. I think it was 2 people. It was 2 people that could play together, and that was it. So it's pretty cool that we have 2-player co-op, like couch co-op, and also we can play with up to 4 people, so 3 friends.
Original.
That's pretty cool. That's a cool addition.
What do you
I
have to
actually
do
enjoy
differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and, you know, making those encounters the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have. There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat, or the bumper seat. This is.
Okay, so I guess that's if you have. Okay, so I don't know if Marines can look at all the Chiefs, because they don't have the Arbiter here yet. They don't have the Arbiter here yet, so it's just 4 Master Chiefs. It's a little silly, but so they added a special seat just for the players. I guess the Marines can't use that.
Is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
Or maybe they can. I don't know.
join you?
Let's talk a little bit about one of my
maybe they
favorite
can.
aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
A skull is a gameplay modifier, generally mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
The combination, the pairing of these different skulls and how that's going to
Lasso.
create that new gameplay experience. Huge amount of replay options for folks.
I love the replayability that skulls bring to a campaign. It is almost endless variety.
We have dozens of skulls this time.
The most that we've ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a last?
Dozens? Is it like 2 dozen, 3 dozen? Interesting. Okay. Oh my god. Imagine Lasso with like 36 different skulls or more.
So, guy, I think you yourself told me that you don't think anyone would ever be able.
And you know what though? Sorry for just interrupting, guys, but the more skulls there are, the more skulls there are to find, and I think that's what made honestly, to me, that's what made like Halo really interesting. Honestly, I mean, obviously the skulls aren't what made the Halo game great for me, but having those skulls to be able to like go around and like look for them all over the map and get into like impossible places to find them, that was just so much fun. It was so much fun. And if we have like way more and bigger maps, that could be really cool. Actually, that could be super cool because sometimes they're in crazy spots, right? So I'm gonna be that's awesome. That's great. I'm very excited for that.
To complete this game with
That's
legendary
great.
all skulls on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot, and so if you can do a true legendary all skulls on run, let us know. Because
I guess there's gonna
be.
I guess there's gonna be like a classic Lasso, and then there's gonna be like an impossible Lasso now probably.
I think that'd be really hard.
So a
There's
classic
one
Lasso
thing
with all
that
the
this
normal
community
skulls.
has shown us is do not underestimate them, and they will find a way. So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of
looks like they're
additions
doing a great job.
mapped across enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE you weren't able to do before that you now can. You finally killed the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just...
Yeah, you never used to be able to... No... Okay, no, you used to be able to... No, you could kill him. I think he was invisible in the original game. You could kill him, but his sword would disappear.
Kind of really take it to the enemy.
It's great. The sound design. All these weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
That is beautiful.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma lighting up and brightening the environment.
Of course, one of the hallmark elements of Halo CE is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
There was quite a bit of development between Halo CE and 3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE 2 Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
That was introduced in Halo 3, actually. It can change into like a needler, so it can change forms. Actually, I'm okay with that. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Talk to me just a little bit about how we're approaching the narrative aspects to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story, and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source assets, original source code, and access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
This really provides a degree of fidelity that we weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Remastering.
I'm super excited that this game will include
Completely
3 brand new
so much is amazing.
bonus missions. Tell me a little bit about that.
When they say bonus, okay, I wonder what he means by bonus missions. Honestly, like I wonder, like is it going to be optional missions? I think it's going to be missions that lead up into the.
It was really important
like
that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, a setup for the main course.
Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna. I think it's gonna go from Reach. It's gonna lead in from Reach in. It's gonna lead from Reach into Combat Evolved, right? That's pretty cool. I think that's okay.
These new missions are going to
that.
offer some new opportunities for character interactions, maybe between Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
So where are we right now at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of the cinematics, elements of the sandbox and encounter tweaks and the lighting.
You can go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
Gosh, looks amazing. I mean, what do you guys think?